Hello everyone and welcome to another Versus video. I am BBD joined by
CVM.
And we are going to be battling with some new Dragons of Tarkir cards. I am playing a mono-white devotion deck featuring a couple of new hits. And if you watched my deck tech, if you deck checked me at the last tournament, now if you watched my deck tech, we realized mid-deck tech that what is it?
Hushwing Griff and the new Anafenza are a non-bow.
Yeah, they don't exactly combo too well together, a fact that I overlooked when building this deck. So I've actually swapped out Hushwing Griff for Aven Sunchaser, which is a double strike for 1 white, flying 1/1. And it has Megamorph for 5 mana, so if we flip it with our mastery, we can choose to Megamorph it up if we want to, or we can morph it and then Megamorph it if we have a lot of mana. Yeah. And it also happens to play well with a Citadel Siege, Spear of Heliod, Dictate of Heliod.
Eidolon of Countless Battles.
Eidolon of Countless Battles, High Sentinels. It actually seems like
and Anafenza.
And Anafenza, yeah. So it actually seems like it could be quite good in this deck. So maybe it's actually probably just better than Hushwing Griff anyway. So we're going to go ahead and try that guy out, even though it was not in the deck. But to start things off, we're going to go ahead and play this Morph Manifest token game. I'm going to shuffle these up. If CVM picks both Morphs or his own token, he wins. If he picks both Manifest or the BBD token, he loses. So I'm rooting for him to lose, actually, surprisingly enough.
It's not very nice.
It is not nice.
We're going to start with this one.
Ooh, Manifest. All right, we're off to a good start.
This one.
And you're dead.
All right,
that was easy enough.
Seems fun.
I flip over the other ones, they're all Manifest tokens.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Rigged game. All right, I will be on the play here, so see what goodies we have here. And I pulled off a perfect 7 off the top of my deck too. Just exactly 7 cards. All right, this hand actually seems fine, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. It's not super impressive, but it can do some things maybe.
Same, I think this hand is just a playable hand, so.
All right, plans go.
All right, well here, I think that we do want to try and scry to something. So we'll scry, and this is exactly what we're looking for, so we'll pass it.
Well, that's unfortunate for me. I'm just gonna play Anafenza and say go.
Oh, Bananafenza.
Yep, straight Banana Town.
Yep, all right, so here we're just going to Thoughtseize.
Tilt. All right, I have a Mastery, a Hidden Dragon Slayer, and 3 Plains.
Okay. So here, I think that, so if we take the Hidden Dragon Slayer, then it greatly reduces his clock, but Mastery can get pretty crazy with Anafenza. Kinda wish I had Scry to see it was on top of my deck first. I think that he can probably just find another Mastery at some point. So like playing so that he just doesn't have Mastery, I don't think is going to be the best call. I'd rather just take less damage in the other games. So we're going to take the Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
And leave you with the Mastery. Then we're going to, do I want to scry? Like I already know what I'm playing next turn, so I think that I actually just want to do this.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Draw. And unfortunately that doesn't do anything, so we'll just go ahead and crash for 2.
16.
And play Mastery.
Yep.
You're up.
Alright, so that is actually a pretty good card.
Tilt.
So I think that we just play this line of our waste, and then we will pass the turn.
Alright. Untap and draw. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play a Nykthos, just in case we get more devotion stuff going. And I'll go to combat.
Sure.
And attack.
No box.
No effects. So I could activate Mastery here and bolster my Anafenza, but if he just kills Anafenza in response, that's not particularly effective, so I'd rather just wait on the Mastery.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have just killed it on my turn. We will go to 14.
Okay, and I'll pass the turn.
And then we're going to downfall it.
Alright, and I will Mastery in response to that. So we manifest this thing. And I will trigger the bolster onto this token here, since Anafenza is going to die.
Yeah, I should have just killed it on my turn. That's what I get for not thinking. Alright, so we'll Courser.
Okay.
And it's a pretty good card, so we'll just gain a life and we'll keep that on top.
15.
Go ahead.
Alright, we draw this.
It's actually probably a mistake to take the Dragon Slayer. I should just took the Mastery.
Let's see, how do I want to do this here? I kind of just want to play both of these. And then if he has a Hero's Downfall, he has Hero's Downfall. If he has like something like a Wrath, that's not great for us, but we still have Mastery going. But if he has if he doesn't have a Wrath, I think it's pretty good for us. So, or maybe let's see, did I play a land already this turn?
Yeah, you just
did.
that.
Yeah. All right, I'll play another Anafenza, which they are legendary, so I couldn't play that when I had the other one in play. And I am actually just going to cast a Morph creature and put a counter on, I guess it. Because he's incentivized to kill this Anafenza, so I'd rather put counters on the other creatures. I'll say go.
Alright.
So use 16?
Yep. Oh, here, I think that I will just kill all non-dragon creatures.
Alright. And I had a Soldier and a Hidden Dragon Slayer.
Go ahead.
Alright, draw. Go. That's pretty bad.
We'll make some dudes. And then it'll be your turn.
Alright, I will manifest end of turn. Is and on top and draw. I'll attack Elspeth.
Let's see here. I'll block with all three.
Alright, I'll kill Tillman. I lose
Just
my
a land? Okay.
lose my planes, and I'll play Brimaz and Seiko. Alright, so this Elspeth's probably going to be a bit of a problem, but we can maybe grind through it if we hit the right stuff off of our Mastery.
Alright. So I think that we play a Courser.
Okay.
Reveal Dramoka. Gain a life.
17.
And I'll make some more guys.
Okay.
And then I will pass the turn.
Alright, I will Mastery end of turn. Untap. Combat.
That's fine.
I will attack Elspeth with Brimaz
And the cat.
and the cat.
I'll block one.
Okay.
Actually, I'll block here and then there.
Sure. That's fine. I will say go.
Drop. I think here that I just plus Elspeth. play Dramoka.
And that's just I can't cast spells, right? I can still use
Yeah, you
Mastery.
can still use Mastery.
Okay, sure.
Just cast Dramoka, and it'll be your turn.
I will use Mastery. And it is this. It's on tap. And draw. And I'm dead. Because I have
Okay, just have nothing.
2 planes and...
Yeah, I mean, I have another Crux to go along with the Dramoka.
Alright, we are back for game 2, and I will be on the play again. And this hand is looking real familiar. I'm going to keep this one again, and hopefully it works out for us this time.
Yeah, this hand is kind of similar to what I had before, so I'm going to keep this one too.
Go ahead.
Alright, well that card's kind of sweet. I'll just lead on this so we have all our colors.
Alright, I will cast an Anafenza.
Anafenza.
You're up.
Alright, well I learned my lesson, and I'm just going to kill it on sight. I'll take 1.
Boo.
19, go ahead.
I had plans.
Were they Hushwing Griff?
Plans for that. They were not Hushwing Griff. I'll play a Soldier and a Mastery, and you're up.
Those are some pretty good plans.
Yeah, those were my plans.
Alright, well let's just... Courser, of course.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Crux. Alright, come on, deck. Huzzah. Dang it.
You looking for a land?
Yep.
So you can play Citadel Siege?
No. Would never do that.
That card seems real sweet, actually. Block.
I am just going to cast a Morph creature and say go.
I wonder what that could be.
I wonder what it is.
It could be the flyer. Alright, so I'll draw this.
I do actually have multiple Morphs in my deck.
You do. I kind of want that Abzan charm. And yeah, I don't like attacking. Attacking's actually probably fine. I don't like casting this here. Which is kind of counterintuitive to how these decks play before. Like, because I have the Crux, I think that I can just like sit on this Courser for a little while. Yeah, so I think that I can just gain a life.
Yep, so you go to 20.
And we'll leave this on top. And then I'll pass the turn.
We'll draw.
Excuse me.
Alright, it's a land. Play Citadel Siege.
And what are we choosing?
I am going to choose Cons.
So at the beginning of the upkeep, you get to put 2 counters.
At the beginning of combat on my turn, I put 2 counters on a creature I control.
Oh, it's combat on your turn?
Yep.
Whoa. Alright, well, mode number 1.
Alright, go to combat.
Yep.
I'll put 2 on the Soldier.
Sure.
Combat.
Yep.
Alright, we'll attack. If he has another Abzan charm, it's bad, but not much I can do
I
about
can't
that.
charm this.
Oh yeah, well you can charm your Courser.
Oh, yeah. That is correct. I think that I just downfall.
Okay.
So I'll take 1 and go to 19.
Alright, you're up. So between these 2 cards, I can make a 4/4 every turn, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's actually just real gross. Man, Citadel Siege is real good, actually.
It is quite a magic card.
It definitely is. Alright, well, think that
I am
to attack.
not going to block. I'm at 18.
I'll gain a life.
And you were at 20.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I don't think this token is going to live very much longer. Draw.
Beginning of combat. Man, I thought it was on your upkeep.
That's an interesting draw. Well, I don't really want to lose this thing to Abzan Charm, so I'm actually just going to manifest with Mastery right now.
Sure.
And this is what we've manifested. And I will, at the beginning of go to combat,
Yeah.
I'll put 2 counters on the thing I just made.
Sure.
And I'll attack you for 2.
18.
Your turn.
Let's... I think that I want to drop 2 cards here.
Alright, so it's
I'll go
16.
16. I'll draw this and this. And then we get to see this one.
Whew. It's flush with Abzan Charms over here.
Yeah. I think that I want to keep that.
Okay.
So we'll draw a card. I'll gain
17.
I get to see this. I'll stay the same.
Okay. I feel like Crux is happening. We'll see. Rhino.
And yeah, we'll Crux.
Okay. My manifest was a Anafense, actually.
And a Dragon's there. Alright, and then it'll be your turn.
Alright. Draw.
Yeah, Citadel Siege is actually real good.
Yeah, so Siege is pretty good.
I want it back to nature. He's so bad right now.
That would be a little brutal. Let's see. How do I do this here? I will actually have a lot of options.
Well, yeah, you're missing 9 drops. I imagine your hand is full of spells.
I think I'm just going to manifest and Citadel Siege it.
Yep.
You're up.
Alright, so we're going to draw the Rhino that you knew.
Yep.
And then we're just going to play this Dragon Lord.
Dragon Lord Dramoka.
And then it'll be your turn. And hopefully that is not a Hidden Dragon Slayer.
That would be sweet. Draw. Alright, we're in business now. We drew a Nykthos. We can start to do some stuff.
And we only have 3 devotion. For now.
Do I only have 3 devotion? Things are about to get increased in the devotion count. I'm going to cast a Mastery of the Unseen.
Sure.
And I'm going to activate Nykthos for 4 and play a second Citadel Siege.
Wow.
And I'm going to choose actually dragons for this one.
Yeah, that's pretty gross.
So this one's on 2. And I am going to put 2 counters on this and then not attack and say go.
So this just taps target?
Yep, tap target creature that player controls.
Yeah. Well, guess that's good against my 6 mana dragon.
It is pretty good.
Alright, we'll go to combat.
Oh, we'll tap that Dragon Lord Dramoka.
Let's
Play Rhinoceros.
play a Rhinoceros.
Alright, so you're at 20 and I'm at 15.
wonder if I should just get rid of that manifest now. I think I'll just wait a turn. Go ahead.
Alright, untap and draw.
Yeah, Citadel Siege should really just cost 5 mana.
Alright, I'll play Soldier of the Pantheon. And activate Nykthos for 7. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is manifest. So this is what we're manifesting. And I guess we'll just manifest again. That might actually, no, that's probably worse than just playing this. No, I think it's better to manifest in case he has another Wrath. Alright, so we'll manifest again. This is our new manifest. I'll go to combat.
Sure.
Put 2 counters on Soldier of the Pantheon. And I'll attack with this thing.
Just let me put counters on my Rhino and kill it.
I guess so, yeah.
Alright, I'll go to 19.
I was thinking about exiling and I forgot you could just do that. I do gain a life though.
Yeah,
I'll go to 16.
I'll take 1 when I cast it, so I go to 18.
Okay.
2 counters on the Rhino and block.
There is a basic land plains.
So I'm at 18 and you have 16.
Yep. Your go.
Alright, combat.
Tap Dragon Lord Dramoka.
I'll attack you with Siege Rhino.
I will block with Soldier of the Pantheon.
Alright, so you take 3 trample.
Go to 13. Is there another Rhino?
It is another Rhino.
Alright, I'll gain a life from that. So you go to 14, then 11, and you go to 21.
Yep. Go ahead.
Alright, draw. Let's see. Lowlands. Caspermas.
Sure.
I will activate Nykthos for 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sure.
Manifest. This is our first manifest. Manifest again. And I have 1 mana floating after that. And I'll flip this guy and gain 4, 5, 6, 12 life. 23. And let's see here. So you're at 21, I'm at 23. Go to combat on my turn and put 2 counters on this soldier, and I'll just say go.
I'm just gonna draw 2.
Okay, so you got 19.
Yep. We go to 25.
25, yeah.
I'll scry.
Okay.
And this is just pretty much worthless at this point. Alright, I'll go to combat.
Alright, we'll top the Dragon Lord Dromoka.
I'll attack you with this siege right now.
I'll double block with my soldiers.
Alright, I'll play this soldier.
Okay. And I take 6.
Yep. 19. And I'll cast an Elspeth.
Sure.
And plus. And that'll be your turn.
Alright, draw. Let's see. You have one card?
Yeah.
I'm gonna land. Alright, let's go to combat. Put 2 counters on Brimaz.
Sure.
And I'm gonna attack everything at Elspeth. Try to keep these guys in order.
I'll block like that.
Okay, so block. So this is unblocked right now.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Alright, I'll flip this and gain 1, 2. Let's see.
This should be 10, yeah.
Yeah, I gain 10 life. Yep. I go to 29.
Yep.
I'll activate Nykthos for 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, activate Nykthos for 10. Manifest. And when it comes into play, we'll bolster onto this cat. This is blocking this, yeah. This is blocking that. I'll manifest again. Comes into play, I will bolster onto Anafenza. And manifest one more time. Alright, this thing comes into play. I will bolster onto. Let's see, these things are all dying anyway. We'll just bolster onto. Let's see, is this the one that we want to do? This one right here. Alright, and then I'm ready for damage.
Sure.
So you're gonna lose all your guys. Elspeth takes 3.
Don't lose my rhino.
Yeah, you don't lose your rhino, but you lose all your tokens, I mean.
And you lose your manifest that I blocked with the rhino.
Yeah, I lose this one right here. Elspeth, unfortunately. And I am done.
Scry. And I can go on the bottom. I'll go to combat.
Tapping Dragon Lord Dromoka. Okay.
Go.
Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card. That is a delight. Wow. That is a Spear of Heliod. That is going to do some sweet work right here.
Back to Nature is going to be real good.
Back to Nature might be pretty good. Alright, so how do I want to do this? Let's go to combat on my turn, and I will put 2 counters on this right here. And then I will attack. See, else was at 3. Man, this is a little hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just send everything at Elspeth, I guess, just in case you have something here. And then I do have something with 4 blocks. Right, everything at Elspeth. 4 blocks. I'm gonna activate Nykthos for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Should be 12 since you had 10 last turn.
Yeah, it'll be 12. I'll activate Nykthos for 12. It's probably actually 12 mana. I'll start by manifesting and bolstering onto this. So I'm now down to 8 mana. I'll flip this thing down to 6 mana, gaining 1, 2, 3, or down to 5 mana. 1, 2, because I'll Megamorph. I think we ran out of dice, but I'm gonna kill this thing, so we'll steal that dice. And I gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 life.
Sure.
So 47, and 5 mana left. I'll manifest again. Bolster onto this token right here. Or I'll just bolster onto something that's already in place, so I don't have to get another dice. I think it matters that much. I'll bolster onto another cat. And yeah, I'm ready for blocks and the like.
Rhino's gonna block this.
Okay. Well, I have a spear. You probably want to.
Oh yeah, you do have a spear.
You can block like this or something.
Yeah, I'll block that one with the Rhino.
Okay. It's planes. And I'll
Actually, I'll just block. No, yeah, I block that one. That's fine. Elspeth's dead.
And I gain 4.
Sure.
4 life. 51. All right. I will say go.
I don't even think a Wrath saves me. But, yeah,
Okay.
this is not going anywhere.
All right. Citadel Siege, hell of a card. Jeez. All right, we are back for sideboarding. For myself, I want to bring in Valor's Stance. It kills his dragons, it kills Siege Rhino and Courser, and it also saves my guys from Wraths or removal spells. A couple of Glare Heresies for Elspeths and Rhinos, and then an Elspeth myself because I think it's very good, and it would have been really good either of those games had I drawn one. And then I'm going to cut Soldier of the Pantheon because it dies to his removal spells, doesn't punch through Elspeth, and although it's okay against Siege Rhino, I mean, it still can trample over, and it does. Yeah. It's really bad against Corsair Crufix. Cut a couple of Banishing Lights and a Dictate because Dictate's not that good against decks that are wrathing you, and Banishing Light is not a plan I want to be on when my opponent is probably going to be bringing in erases and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For myself, I am bringing in the Back to Nature and 2 Erase, since I lost to a board that had 7 enchantments in play last game. Also bringing in Glare of Heresy, since it just kills every permanent in his deck.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that good.
Ultimate Price, just another removal spell. And Sorin, just as an evasive threat. and just kind of creates a 2-for-1. Plus I had, you know, room for a card because I wanted to cut 7 cards. So I'm cutting the 3 Dragonlord Jamoka. It's very bad against Citadel Siege, as well as white decks are going to have Glare of Heresy post board. So it could be that these should just be Elspeths. Like the Dragonlord just might not be good enough. But figured we'd give it a shot, and it just felt really bad. Both, like, even if I would have drawn it game 1, I just still would have been worse than Elspeth.
Yeah, Citadel Siege was a little bit of a beating against it.
And then 4 Thoughtseize. I don't like Thoughtseize against the Mastery decks, because it just becomes about using your mana efficiently, and not about what cards are in your hand. Like, once we get into the mid to late game, so we're just going to get them out of my deck.
Okay. All right, game number 3.
And I get to be on the play. And this hand is alright. Like, we definitely need some more of these, but we have some awesome spells, and I think that I'm just going to keep.
This is a bit of a greedy hand. By that I mean very greedy, because we need to draw another one of these for this to do anything. But I'm gonna keep it and try to get lucky. So.
And I think that I'm going to lead on this and give us one more draw before we start scrying.
Go.
And play perfect, get rewarded, obviously. We'll scry. And as much as I kind of just want to keep this, I think that we just need to hit some more lands. So we do have these to draw cards. This is rough. I think I'm going to ship this to the bottom.
Okay.
Which I'm probably just going to get yelled at in the comments. It's because it's probably just wrong.
Go.
Scry.
Okay.
And I think we want this, so I'll just put this on top. Go ahead.
Draw. Alright, I'll play Anafonso. You're up.
Alright. So here I can just jam a Rhino, which isn't the worst thing in the world, to be honest. Yeah, I kind of like that. Alright, we're just going to Rhino.
Alright, 1723.
Go ahead.
I'll draw. That wasn't the worst draw. Just think of how I want to do this here. I think I want to wait on this for now. I think I just actually play this. Although one of these other ones gives us better devotion, so maybe I'm supposed to play one of these just for better devotion, in case he just doesn't kill one of my creatures next turn. And he probably will, but Alright, I'll play Grimace and Bolster. Your turn.
Okay. If I knew the top card of my land was a top card of my deck was a land, this could be a pretty sweet turn, but I think that we're going to be better off scrying. I think this card is just absurd against him, so I want to keep it. Even though we're a little ways off. And I think in the interest of using our mana efficiently, I think we want to use this turn. So we're just going to utter Entity Brimaz and attack with the Rhino.
Okay, I go to 13.
And that'll be your turn.
Alright. I'll draw. Well, let's see. Wasn't exactly what we wanted to draw. think I just play this. Bolster, attack for 4.
19.
Here you go.
Alright, so we knew that we're drawing this. I think that we want to try and hit a land here.
Okay.
And we don't. But we can glare the Sentinels and attack for 4.
My 9.
Go ahead.
Oh, that is still
choked on
not what
mana.
we're looking for. Yeah, we're just choked on mana. Just need to draw a land very badly. I'm trying to downfall next turn. Well, I guess I'll just play another Brimaz and bolster that and say go.
Well, a land here would be a D light. Alright, so we'll go to 20.
Are you just killing both my guys?
Yeah.
Alright, I pretty much can't win
I
now.
actually have 3 removal spells.
Alright, I'm dead now.
Yeah, I think that if I fetch a plains here, then I can charm both of your creatures and attack.
Yeah, I have 2 of these guys and Elspeth, and I just can't get there. So.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Alright, we are going to game 4, and I'm on the play. And this hand is fine. I'll go ahead and keep it.
Yeah, same.
Alright, planes go.
Go ahead.
That was not a good draw. Play an offensive and say go.
Bob Light and offensive. Go ahead.
Go. Draw. And I'll play an offensive. Your turn.
Man, I should have waited on my Bob Light.
Unfortunately, that doesn't quite work. But
Alright, I'll scry.
she may be a legendary permanent.
And I think that my gut says to keep this because this is like our game plan. So we have this here, then that, then this, and then we just want to try and get to that. But I feel like we might need something to bridge, but I'm gonna top it, which is a little awkward, and then the ultimate price the offensive.
Go. Go.
Holy moly.
I'm on the old double mastery plan.
The old double mastery.
If you back to nature me, I'll be very sad.
We're gonna soar in.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's unfortunate draw.
The third mastery?
Go.
Oh, I nicked the house. Well, that was a nice draw. Hey man, nice shot. We're gonna run on you.
Okay.
I'm gonna plus. I'll attack you for 3.
14, 26.
And then we'll scry. And I think that I want to keep. Actually, I think I bottom this. Yeah.
Alright. I'll master in a turn.
Yeah.
That's not it. Really needed to draw land.
Probably should have topped that. Oh, well.
No, I'm just gonna play High Sentinels and say go. So if he just doesn't have a removal spell here, we're good, but it's very unlikely that's the case.
I think I want to hold off on this for a turn. So I think that I will plus Sorin.
Okay.
And attack with my Rhino.
Okay, I'll take it. 9 to 31.
And then it'll be your turn.
Okay. Draw. That's not it. Nine. That's really awkward. Really need to draw land there.
Yeah.
I will send the High Sentinels at Sorin.
Block.
Sure.
Alright, so I gain 3.
34. I'll just say go. Nope, no blocks.
No thanks.
Okay, take 4. I'm at 5.
I'll crooks for non-dragons.
Okay. Yeah, I just have to let that happen.
What did you have?
Anafenza. If I drew a land, I could flip it and then activate Nick those.
Yeah, and then I'll minus the.
Sure.
That'll be your turn.
Alright, we will mastery.
Yep.
Alright, untap and draw. I'm gonna play Anafenza and attack Sorin.
I'll block.
You have 2 cards?
Yeah, 2 cards.
Huh, so... There's a couple ways I can play it, but I think I have to just do... I have to do the safe route so that I don't just necessarily die, so I'll unmorph and gain 4 life. Go to 9. Because if I could also mastery and bolster onto it, but then if he just goes like Bile Blight, attack you, Rhino, I'm dead. So I feel like I have to make the safer play. Really, you can fetch down to 33? That puts you pretty close to being dead.
I mean, I don't have to because I have an Urborg, but figured I might as well.
Alright, that's fair. Well, that's bad for me.
And I think I just have to -4 and kill everything.
Well, I would have been much better off just bolstering, but did not know that that was going to happen. Draw. Alright, add a mana. Make those. Elspeth. I'll make 3 soldiers. You're up.
That's great.
Okay.
I'll leave that there. Oh, -0. Your turn.
Draw.
And like this sequence was a mistake, but turned out to actually be much better.
I'll make 3 soldiers.
Yep.
Go. Forcer. Go.
I will -0. And then pass the turn. And you gonna do anything on my end step?
I mean, I'm gonna cast a dictate, but
Sure. And then I'm gonna
sure. Elspeth's dead. Alright, we're gonna need to draw some way to push through that Ugin. But I will go ahead and make 3 soldiers first. Go. Okay, so you go to 35.
-0. I'll attack you for 2.
Okay. Go to 7.
Go ahead.
That's unfortunately not good here. I'll bestow into one of these.
Yep.
Go. Oh, and this is at 6.
Yeah. Oh, -0. I'll exile. Check you for 4.
3.
Go.
Dead. Alright, we're here for game number 5. And I'm on the play. And this hand has 1 land and a lot of expensive spells.
This hand, we definitely need to draw some lands, but I think that this is a keepable hand. I definitely know that my opponent would not mulligan this in. So take that information however you will.
Well, it's... Alright, back with 6. 4, 5, 6. Alright, we'll give it a shot. You're up.
And it's not a bad one. I'll lead on my base. Go ahead.
I'll play Anafunza. Your turn.
Alright, I'll fetch. I'll get a plains, and we're gonna glare Anafunza.
Good. Play another Anafunza.
What the heck, man?
I've drawn at least 3 Anafunzas per game. Fortunately, none of them have done that much because they have instantaneously died.
I mean, that card's real good. I don't know if you've read it, but...
And it'd be better if you just let it live. But
disagree with that. We're going to take 2 and downfall the Anafunza.
Alright, you're at 17.
Go ahead.
Draw. Man, that was not a good draw. Come on, deck.
Anafunza number 3.
Go.
Alright, mastery. Alright, I'll fetch.
Is it Rhino time?
It is going to be Rhino time.
Alright, I'm at 17, you're at 18.
Go ahead.
I drew lands. I'll say go.
So I'm 19, you're at 17?
No, you're at 18. So you have to take another point to cast it.
Oh, yeah. I'll attack.
13.
I'll scry.
Sure.
We don't want this.
Okay.
I'll take 1.
So you're at 17.
And we'll make a Tom Robinson pass.
Alright, I will manifest the top part of my deck. Draw. That wasn't bad.
2 in a row. God, Mastery is such a good Magic card.
Let's attack Soren.
I will block.
I will unmorph Hidden Dragon Slayer and kill this thing. And I'm not megamorphing, I'm just unmorphing it.
Oh, yeah, it's just them.
But it still kills it.
Okay.
It says when it's turned faced up.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'll gain 2 life. Go to 15 and these will trade.
That was real gross.
I'll play Eidolon. You're up. Just country 1/1 Eidolon. Yeah, that worked out a little well for me.
Yeah, a little. Alright, well, let's plus Soren.
Sure.
And I'll throw price this guy.
He's paid it.
Go ahead.
Alright.
Jeez, hidden dragons there. That was real gross.
I am just gonna say go.
You would.
Right.
Well, we're gonna draw 2 cards. Go to 15.
Yep.
Just actual perfects? Alright, why not? I'll make a guy.
Yep.
And it'll be your turn.
Master.
Alright, we're gonna end it. I'll take one.
Alright, so you're at 14?
Yep. Excuse me.
I'll flip a Burmaz up. And both of these at Soren.
Yeah, I'll block the Jet Buster.
Okay, go.
That's great.
Sure.
I think that's fine. Yeah. I'll attack for 2.
Alright, 13 and 14.
And then I'll crooks.
I will Valor Stance my Burmaz.
Alright, go ahead.
But that thing's gone. That thing is dead. Yes. Alright, attack you.
10.
I'll play Elspeth. And make 3 guys.
-6.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Go. I might have just been able to sit on the crooks, but
I'll play another Elspeth.
really every
Go.
time.
Yep, every single
Can I
time.
draw a downfall.
Don't draw a downfall.
Oh, crooks, and then do 3 damage to Elspeth. Good.
It's really awkward. I'll play this. Do this. Go. Could you just brick, please? Just one time. Sure.
Yeah, what?
11.
Well then. So I can. Alright, so I have a couple different options here. I can just plus to kill the Elspeth. And then I lose my guy if he has a Valor Stance. I can plus on his Sunstriker. And then I'm in a bad shape if he has Valor Stance. So I think I'd rather just get the Elspeth off the board. So yeah, we'll kill the Elspeth.
Cool.
And then I'll pass.
Alright, I'm gonna hope that last card is not a removal spell. I'll play this and send them all a Dugan. Okay. That's a tilt. Alright.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's that one. Go. Man. Just needed you to brick one time.
I scribed the erase to the top like back before I even cast it again. I was like, I'm gonna need this at some point. Kill this guy. Go ahead.
Go.
I think I just sit on these. Oh, you know I have the two.
Yep.
We're going to go to 12. The Scry Trigger will be on the stack. I'm fine with another Courser. 3 damage. Your turn.
Go.
See, here it's awkward. 3 damage. I'll attack you.
11.
I'll play a Courser, and it'll be your turn.
And I'm just dead.
Just the apple lands.
Yep. All right, well, that was kind of a brutal beating. Unfortunately, Ugin doesn't care about white permanents.
No, he does not. Does not care for the white permanents or the white tokens.
Yeah, he does not. So that was, I was hoping the games would go a little bit better than that. Basically, I think that's not unrepresentative, though. I mean, Abzan Control is just really good at beating, like, random decks. That's just kind of how that deck is, like.
Yeah, like I had, like the random dragons game 1s, which just weren't very good, and then post-board I just get to board into this deck with a bunch of 2-mana interactive spells and things that go way over the top, like Ugin.
Yeah.
So.
I just want to say we're not in Miami anymore, but it is so hot in the studio that it feels like we are.
Yeah, it's real warm in here, actually.
Yeah, I liked a lot of the aspects of this deck. Citadel Siege was phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, like, where else it could have applications. Like,
Yeah.
the card just seems very good alongside Master the Unseen, but also just good against these types of, this type of Abzan deck that's, like, playing, between 8 and 10 creatures, not really wanting to overextend on the board, and it just can either lock down a troublesome permanent or just make your guys huge.
Yep.
I mean, and it only costs 4 mana. I thought it cost 5.
No, Citadel Siege is really good. Dictate was
You
a
can tell
little...
I haven't had the displeasure of playing against it in Limited.
Yeah, I haven't either. I'm happy about that. Dictate was a little awkward. I think 4 mana is a good spot on the curve. 5 is a little high.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I like the Dictates. Elspeths were a little awkward too, but I still think you want a couple. And Spear was great. I liked Spear. Eidolons were kind of weak. I didn't draw the flyer that often, but I think he's probably good,
Yeah,
especially with Citadel Siege.
Yeah, he feels like he's really good with Citadel Siege, especially if you have more sieges. Like, you very easily could go, like, Anafenza into Flyer into Citadel Siege and just, like, 8 them in the air.
Yeah.
Which seems pretty sweet. I'm not sure, like, what the answer for Ugin is for this type of deck. I feel like Ugin is going to be, like, a direct foil to the Devotion-style strategies.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just not really sure what the best answer would be there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I have Morphs and Manifest, but the issue there is that...
Like they just navigate the game to a point where the Ugin is backbreaking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's... So. Well, the thing is, like, out of, like, Devotion decks, so, like, Green Devotion or whatever, if those kinds of decks are playing Ugin against me, I don't think I care that much.
Yeah, it's the control decks, like the Sultai Control, the Abzan Control.
Yeah, and I think in that situation, you just... I don't know, like, those are the Ugins that are hard to beat, but they only have, like, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I think it's just something where you just accept that you're going to lose to it when it happens. Like, here, I was actually really far ahead both games you had Ugin, to the point where I didn't think I could lose, outside of the card Ugin. Yeah. And then Ugin just ended the game.
Well, and the thing in those games is, like, both times I had Ugin when I was on, like, 4 or 5 mana.
Yeah.
So I just navigated the game to the point where the Ugin was going to be backbreaking. So that's, like, I don't know. Those types of plays are kind of hard to read on, but
it's hard to I mean
it's really difficult to tell that your opponent has turn 1 of Ugin.
Yeah.
But the card is so powerful that if you have it and you're able to navigate the game to the spot, it's very difficult to lose.
Yeah, and there's a lot of situations too where if you don't have the Ugin, you might not play in a way to maximize drawing it because it's only 1 card in your deck.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of things there too. I think that there's something. I think that there is a good shell here. Like, I felt like Anafenza was pretty good. I mean, you killed it on the spot every time.
Yeah, I just had to. Like, it felt like a Goblin Rattle Master, where it's like if I didn't kill it, the game was going to get out of control very quickly.
Yeah, Dragon Slayer was okay. I don't think you want the full set, but the times I did have it, it was actually pretty good for the most part. I mean, I killed some rhinos. I felt like that guy was okay. Brimaz was not that great, but he was okay. Like,
yeah, just another 3-mana guy.
Yeah, it's just a guy.
Really, like I feel like in matchups like this, creatures are just going to die a lot. So the speed with which I am killing them is going to tell you how good the card is itself. So like Brimaz got killed every time you cast him. Anafenza got killed every time you cast her. So like those cards are obviously very good. So it might be that they need to be paired with cards that put pressure on from a different angle. So like the removal spells aren't as devastating because you're pretty linear.
So I want to try a white-black build that has more enchantments. So just a full set of Citadel Siege, a Spear, maybe like some Doomwakes or something.
Yeah, Doomwake seems good against the other Manifest decks, the Mastery decks.
Yeah, some Doomwakes and like Underworld Coinsmith and things like that. And like maybe some Sorens and stuff, and I want to try that out. I feel like
kind of cool.
I feel like there might be something there too. You could also splash blue. Consider playing a blue version that had the new blue dragon, the 5/4, and a Farah and things like that.
Farah hasn't seen play in a long time.
Yeah, so
that actually seems real sweet with Mastery.
It is. Yeah, you can draw a card on every turn.
Wow.
So
you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Draw a card on every turn. So I think there's something here, and Citadel Siege seems great, but I'm not sure exactly what the build is.
Yeah, Citadel Siege just seemed amazing.
Yeah.
And it's just like the perfect devotion enabler. Like it really reminds me of like the Jace Architect of Thought and like the old mono blue devotion decks, where it like is in this sweet spot on the curve where you don't really have anything else that you're gonna play until you have the ball already rolling, and it like can protect you but can also push you over the top.
Yeah.
Like I think Citadel Siege is very, very good.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So what were your thoughts on the Abzan deck? Like,
well, it's still good. That's really not in question. Being prepared for Master of the Unseen is going to be a must, because like our green-white deck from this weekend just mopped the floor with this deck. And it's not just Mastery, it's Whisperwood Elemental, and gaining Ultimate Price I think is going to be huge, where you have like a 2-mana instant speed spell that you can kill it before they're able to actually get some value out of it, and it just makes your wraths better.
Yeah.
So like I expect, like I had 2 price in the main here with 3 blights, and I expect seeing like 3 price, 3 blights as we move forward for these types of decks.
Yeah, I mean the awkward thing is like you were playing against a mono white deck here. The awkward thing is that there's a lot of decks where they're playing Lion, Rhino, like all these multicolored cards or whatever. So it can definitely be awkward. However, against red-white, all their creatures are monocolored as well.
Yeah, other creatures are monocolor, and even against the the Abzan aggro deck, that's just like the poster child for multicolored creatures. They're playing Whisperwood Elemental and Warden of the First Tree that both die to Ultimate Price. So like just like it was in Ravnica block, it's not that removal spell that kills everything, but it's that efficient removal spell that kills the Desecration Demon, that kills the Master of Waves. So like I think it has a good chance to play just that type of role. Plus it's a cheap interactive spell that can help fuel Delve for like Murderous Cut and like Dig Through Time or whatever in the control decks.
Yeah, that is pretty important. I think the Dragon Lord will see some play. I don't know if this is the right shell for it.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a very good sideboard card. Costing 6 instead of 5, like Baneslayer did, is huge.
Yeah.
And the format's just a little bit different than it was then. Like everybody is trying to kill Sea Trino, and all of the removal spells so far are like targeted at it like being white, or at it having a high toughness. So it's like the removal just
high power. Or
yeah,
whatever.
high power. The removal just kind of translates very well to killing the Dragon Lord. But I mean, if you ever get to untap with it and your opponent doesn't have a Citadel Siege, it's a pretty good feeling.
Another thing though too is with Roast in the set.
Yeah.
People might be relying on that to kill Siege Rhino, and it doesn't kill the Dragon Lord.
Yeah, people are relying on Roast, then you can just jam your Dragon.
I mean, Dragon Lord seems pretty good against
like red-white.
Yeah, I mean they can chain to the rocks it, but
they can chain almost anything.
Yeah.
The other really bad thing in that particular matchup is that Dragon Lord looks pretty miserable against Stonebreath Dragon.
That is true.
So,
yeah.
Yet again, we come back full circle to Stormbreath Dragon being very good. So
I mean, there's still Hero's Downfall and Ultimate Price for that.
yeah, Price Killing Dragon is
yeah.
real good. Like, this deck had a lot of issues with Stormbreath Dragon, but now that they have Price, I think it'll help it a lot. I have a feeling that this Abzan control deck is just going to be very good.
What a surprise!
Right. What a surprise!
Courser and Rhino, good. Yep.
But it's really interesting that it felt like playing those games that the card Master of the Unseen and the strategy that the decks of that card goes in kind of invalidates Thoughtseize, which I like. Like, it's much more about using your mana efficiently and, you know, just like taking advantage of how much mana, like all of your mana every single turn, and the cards that are in your hand are almost irrelevant. So like,
Yeah.
like unless I Thoughtseize you on 1 or 2 and take a mastery, like Thoughtseizes later on in the game are almost worthless.
That's very valid, yeah.
And I think that's also how it felt when we were playing the green-white deck this weekend. Like, Thoughtseize just
Didn't matter.
They could take a Whisperwood to stop me from playing it on turn 3, but once we got past turn 3, it didn't matter. So I think that is, I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. I mean, I have a dislike for Thoughtseize in general, so anything that makes it worse is fine by me.
I don't dislike Thoughtseize, but I have no problem with it being a worse card.
Yeah, there was a while there where it felt like it was a little overpowered.
Yeah.
So by the time you guys see this video, there will be a bunch more spoilers.
Yep.
So please don't crucify us for not playing cards that look like they should obviously be in these decks once they've been spoiled. We do film these a little early on in the week so that we can put all the explosions and stuff in there with the movie magic editing. But please let us know in the comments what cards that you want to see from Dragons of Tarkir for our decks for next week.
Yep. And by then we should have everything. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they give us the full spoiler on Monday. Yeah,
sometime around then.
Sometime around then.
So hopefully we'll have everything by then, and we can play some decks with access to the entire set.
I want a Carplucent Forest real bad. That would make me happy, because then Elvish Mystic into Flame Lake Phoenix would be even easier.
Yeah, Mystic and Rabble Master too.
I mean, that's still good.
Yeah.
So thanks for hanging out this week, guys. We really appreciate it. For those of you who are not watching on Star City Games, but you're on YouTube, go ahead and click on those scrolling panels underneath our smiling, beautiful faces to see some of the previous BBD versus CVMs. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you get sweet notifications when stuff gets posted.
Yep.
And again, post in the comments for us. Let us know what Dragons of Tarkir cards or deck ideas you have. As I just basically went with this Abzan deck because I was having a lot of trouble coming together with like a full deck. So definitely would like to see some input from people.
For sure.
We'll see you guys next week and have fun.